Any newly diagnosed case of cancer, as we all have seen, would be a great psychological trauma to the patient and to the family. So, as clinicians, we should be acutely aware of this. And the first thing, of course, is to counsel the patient. But before starting treatment, what is required from our side is a proper discussion about the line of treatment. So normally there are 3 treatments available for cancer. First is surgery, chemotherapy and radiation. Now depending on the stage of the cancer and the type of cancer, it is possible that either a single modality may be used or dual modality, or it is possible that all 3 modalities may be used depending on the type and stage of the cancer. So now, especially the certain cancers that we see, quite a few of them require multimodality treatment. So a discussion between the medical oncologist, the surgical oncologist and the radiation oncologist is required. We should plan the treatment, which treatment should come first, and then we should follow it up with which treatment at what stage. So all this discussion becomes essential. So only when this is done can we get proper results for the patient. So what we have seen normally happens in non-oncology centers or nursing homes is that whatever modality is available at that place becomes the modality of treatment. So most of the time the emphasis is on just doing surgery or just giving chemotherapy, but that will not help the patient. A proper coordination between the different specialties is required. So that I feel forms the crux of cancer treatment.
So as Dr. Anil rightly said, it is a severe psychological trauma to patients who are diagnosed with cancer. 3 of us and many oncologists would have seen that apart from the trauma, patients and their relatives develop panic, anxiety. They are basically not sure about what to do next. And they have that fear that they are missing out on the best of treatment, which is why we see in our country a lot of patients going from pillar to post, trying to seek the best cancer treatment that is available for their patient. The most important thing that I would like to emphasize and that we follow at Helios Cancer and Hematology Clinics is that all the specialties, as Dr. Anil said, surgical oncology, radiation oncology, pediatric oncology and medical oncology, all these specialties are available at the same time. So if a patient is diagnosed with cancer, at the same time all the 3 types of specialties, that is the medical specialty, the surgical and the radiation specialty, will together counsel the patient and their relatives about what is the most recognized and state-of-the-art international protocol for the management of that cancer. Now once patients and their attenders get to know the complete spectrum of treatment of their cancer, they tend to feel less anxious. So that is also one of our aim, is that you should make sure that the patient is less anxious once they are diagnosed. Recently we had one patient who is 27-year-old, diagnosed with lung cancer, no history of smoking. Patient was bewildered. Why did I get this cancer? Of all the cancers I had to get lung cancer, and I have not even smoked a single cigarette in my life. And what we did, our team, is that we went on what is called as a personalized therapy approach for this patient. We did the molecular test and we found that this patient was carrying certain mutations that are spread through families. And through this, we realize the one thing that we are knowing in oncology today is that not all cancers are one. There are cancers which are grouped as one, but they may not behave like one. For example, breast cancer. There are 4 or 5 subtypes of breast cancer. Each subtype is treated differently today. For example, a specific type of breast cancer such as HER2 positive breast cancer requires the patient to undergo targeted therapy alongside chemotherapy, and patient has to have a surgery and radiation even if the patient is diagnosed at an early stage. So this is what we want to emphasize to all the patients, is that at Helios Cancer and Hematology Clinics, you will be assured that the best of the treatment will be provided to you at the time before you start your therapy. Once you get to know the total treatment plan, starting the treatment and also undergoing the treatment becomes easy because you know what to expect.
I will borrow a line from what Dr. Mangesh just said, saying all cancers are not the same. It's very true, especially when we talk about cancers in adults, cancers in kids, blood cancers. So even though they all have the same term cancer, they are all very different in their own way. So when we start with solid tumors or solid cancers, they have to be approached in the right way, like Dr. Anil and Dr. Mangesh explained, as in they have to be staged appropriately and accurately, because the staging is what will determine how you're going to approach starting the treatment for the cancer and what kind of cure or long-term prognosis you're looking for that particular cancer. Being a hematologist, we tackle blood cancers in a different way, as in we try to find the exact type of blood cancer and what prognosis or what risk stratification you can give. So different types of blood cancers have different risks in adults as well as in kids. So if high risk blood cancers, we need to give a lot more intensive chemotherapy, sometimes radiation, sometimes a specialized kind of treatment called bone marrow transplantation. So it's a procedure that we do to cure a patient of blood cancer. If it is a low risk cancer, that can usually be cured just with chemotherapy, does not require even radiation or bone marrow transplantation procedures. Being a pediatric oncologist, the way we tackle cancers are very different from the way medical oncologists approach cancer. So we try, because children are very young and they're just at the beginning of their lives, we always go for a curative approach. We want to make sure that the child, no matter if they are 2 years, 3 years, 5 years or 15 years, we want to give them the longest term possible in their life, and we try to cure the cancer completely. At the same time, we know that as they grow, they are going to go into adulthood or adolescence or grow up into people who are going to live normal life. So we try to give them the best possible chance of having a normal life by making sure that not just curing cancer, but we try to titrate the dose of medications, we try to titrate the type of surgery we offer to them, the type of radiation, the amount of radiation to offer to them. Trying to also avoid major side effects that can come with these treatment modalities. We make sure that their heart, their liver, their kidneys are all preserved and they can have a long-term best quality of life as they grow up. Having said all this, like Dr. Anil and Dr. Mangesh mentioned, it's very important to approach cancer with a multidisciplinary mindset. That is the way cancer is approached in the West, and we have to try to bring that mindset to India. So you go to a small center, avail surgery or avail radiation or avail chemotherapy, that is not enough. You have to tackle cancer in the way it has to be tackled, as in offer whatever best modalities we have and try to get it to cure at the first chance. You don't get multiple chances to cure cancer. You have one chance and that should be your best chance. So here at Helios Cancer and Hematology Clinics, we try to do that by maintaining a multidisciplinary approach where we have a surgical oncologist, medical oncologist, hematologist, pediatric oncologist and a radiation oncologist. So you will get comprehensive end-to-end cancer care the right way it should be done.
So one more thing I wanted to emphasize along with my colleagues here is that we have seen several cancer centers who are treating cancer in a very good way. But more often than not, the cancer is the focus of attention. But what we all believe in, and that's why we all got together in creating this clinic, is that it is the patient that is more important, and the patient is the one that is harboring the cancer. Patients are psychologically disturbed. They need the support. They also have certain challenges with respect to their physical functioning. They need support. So it is not just enough that all three specialties come together and treat cancer. We also have to take care of their functionality, how well they are able to cope up, how well their family life is, how well their sexual life is. All these factors are very important. So we have an ethos that we have to treat cancer holistically, compassionately, and what I would like to call as effectively. Effectively in the sense, like just Dr. Nima said, that many a times cancer is incurable when it comes back. That means if you're not treated cancer in the right way, or the cancer despite being treated has come back, it may turn out to be incurable. So we would like to give the patient the best shot at the first time so that the cancer is truly defeated by them. We would like to play a supporting role in them fighting against cancer, but the fight is only going to be complete if we treat these patients holistically with all the other supporting specialties coming together in supporting the cancer patient's treatment.